Yeah, I'll just give some introduction, Balaji, before we started. Welcome you all. I invite you all for a Sitecore user group Kuala Lumpur inaugural event. It's my pleasure to welcome Balaji and Abhilash here for this event. So this is the first event from the SCG Kuala Lumpur. It's my dream come true, and also it's kind of a dream. My mentor Balaji started this meeting. I hope so. This meeting will be the useful for the Sitecore ecosystem developers or the architects, whoever is in. So it's a ground for Balaji to start. Balaji, it's your ground. Okay, you can play ground. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much, Siraj. It's been a pleasure, and always, wish you the best with the user group. It's a lot of effort to run a group and keep it consistent. So I wish you all the success, man. Thank you for
Thank you,
inviting
Balaji.
me for the first event. It's my pleasure. Let me quickly share my screen. We can get started. Anyone's able to see it?
Yep.
Okay. Thanks everyone for joining us today. We're going to look into Sitecore Stream 101. This is going to be very basic. Without further ado, we'll get into the topic. Agenda, what is Sitecore Stream? We have different pricing tiers. We'll do a quick install and configuration and then walk through a quick demo. So Sitecore Stream is more like an AI platform developed by Sitecore, and that kind of interacts with all different platforms within the DXP of Sitecore. So we have XP and XM is what we are going to focus today, but it does talk to all different platforms. Mostly it's been focusing for XP, XM. They have a DXP package that you could use. And then also in Sitecore XM Cloud, Stream is being widely used. From the pricing tier aspect, just to let you know, Sitecore Stream, you can start using it. They have a free tier. Anybody having Cloud Portal access should be able to go hit. There is an enable button. Once you hit that, it's going to ask you for a cloud addendum that you agree, and then you should be able to use the free tier. Today, I will be showing the free tier. I don't have a premium one. But with the premium tier, you would have the brand aware AI, mainly the brand kits, specifically for your company. You have the brand kits that you will be able to set up. So anytime they're doing any tasks around the AI, it will be all brand specific. You could, with the guardrails of whatever has been defined in the brand kits. So we have the Copilot and agent. Most of the free tier, you will be able to do the generic content or variant generation. You can do the visual search, and then it also helps you with the translation. I'll show you in the demo what we can do with that. So installation and configuration, I would like to quickly walk you through with my blog here. It's easier. So when you want to do the package installation, earlier it used to be the Sitecore, once you log in into the portal, they were available, but right now it is available in, let me see here. So you can see that Sitecore Stream Platform DXP, and the latest version is 1.4.54. So you'll be able to download, and then you would be able to install that. So the installation process is pretty straightforward. Once you download, it's like a regular package install. One thing to keep in mind when you download that, it comes with 2 different files. Let me try to show you that. So it comes as a documentation for the installation, and then you have the Sitecore package. And this is the package that you would be installing. So don't try directly with this zip file. It is not a direct package. So you have to extract and take this package. Once you accept the license and agreement, you will be able to click install. It's pretty straightforward. Then once you go into the editor, you would see these 3 icons. You can clearly see I have the projects, but I don't have the assistant or brand kits enabled because of my free tier. So, so the next thing you would do is you need to create a client credentials, which is going to be navigating into the cloud portal. And then in the admin section, you would be able to create the credentials. You can give a label, description. And then once you hit that, it's going to give you a client ID and secret. This is needed when you are going to configure it with your Sitecore package. So once we have these two values, you'll be able to navigate to the app config connection strings that everybody knows. And then you should need to add this new connection string with the AI client stream. The client ID would be passed and the secret would be passed. And once you set up everything, then the stream should start working. Let's go. So this is just a quick package and installation. We did talk through going through the client credentials. The next one was the client string update. Like I mentioned, you need the client ID and secret. Once you're able to do that, it will restart the instance. Let's get into the demo. Okay, so you can clearly see this is my instance running. So I have these enabled here. But most of the things you would be using is once you click on this, it's going to take you to the cloud portal. So the first thing we'll go into is so when you see in the content editor, as soon as you go inside, each field will have this red icon here. So you can click on that icon. It's going to give you a few options that you can do: improve writing, fix spelling or grammar, make it shorter or longer. Then also you can do the change tone, and all these information is available here. Let me make it longer. So you can see it makes it longer, and then you can hit on accept, then that gets updated here. So for example, let's take this one, click on that. So I'm like, oh, this is too long, I want to make it shorter. So you can clearly see it gives you a preview, and once you accept it, it's going to update this particular field. This is like a quick, simple tip that you can do. And also when you click on this, you can say explain Sitecore XM, and then you can say generate. So you can see clearly it talked about Sitecore experience management and all these details. And then once you hit accept, that's going to throw it in here. So this is a quick demo on how content generation could be used. And also, if you notice, there is another select brand kit which is disabled at the moment because I don't have a premium tier. And all this, again, saying this is all free, that you could just go into the cloud portal and get started right now. It works. So the other one I want to show you is if you go into versions, you get the stream icon here. So you can click on that. Say no for now. Okay. So when I click on that, it clearly says, hey, can I choose another language, then only we'll be able to do this. So this is more going to be on the translation side. So let me click on this. Say yes. So you can, why is it not? Say more language. Just try this out. So once you add a new language, it's going to give you an option. Clearly see add a new version with stream translate. So you can see all the fields that are available, whichever field you want to choose, select them. In this case, we select both. Then we hit on translate. Okay, this is me specific issue. This morning I was installing the latest version, but typically once you do that, it's going to translate and directly feed into the field here. So this is one way you can, or you can click on this one, also do the same thing. So this is your translation assistant. So when you right click on any item, you get this option. And then the next one you see is insert from extraction. So once you navigate to that, in this case, I don't have a brand kit, but I can choose a template. Either you can do a file with what field, what value, or you can even go with a text with what field and what value. And when you hit insert, it's going to automatically create items for you. So this is going to be very useful when you're doing bulk imports or you're just having a rough draft, notepad, or from an external vendor, you're getting those field and field values. It'd be easier for you to just go and create this. So these are the few things that are available today. I feel like the stream translate is a common thing that with most of the clients would use, and also the text generation, a lot of other fields. If we go back into, so they did also, this is the newer version I just installed right before this demo. So you can clearly see it's continuously being updated. My blog was at 1.1, and then at 1.3 is where they were doing all the translation stuff, 1.2 here. And then now we are having like the AI assisted media metadata and extraction, analyze the images. Let's see if, let's try this desktop. Okay, interesting. This is really new. I'm just trying it out here. I believe it needs the premium version for this. It gives me an option to, okay, let's see. Okay, this one here, extract. Okay, that's optional. Let's do. Okay, I don't think so. It did the extract, but you can see this is pretty new. I'm just looking at it today. So this is a newer version. So it would be able to extract the title, description, alt, and keywords for that particular image. In this case, it did not do. Maybe I don't have a premium version. Okay, that is a quick demo with what we have with Stream today. Let's flip back into my portal quickly. So once you navigate into your portal, you have the stream here. I can show you how it would look with so you can see there's I have two organizations. When you're going for the first time, if you have access to the portal Sitecore Cloud, you can see this. Once you hit enable, it's going to pop up an agreement. Once you agree with that, it gets set up for you. It is simple as that. So start using it today. And once you navigate into the stream component, so you can clearly see there these is three, and then once you click on this, this will directly take you to the download portal. Earlier it used to be download the file directly, but now they push you back to the portal. So once you hit open, So once you hit open, this is what you're going to look like. They have different projects that you can create a particular project, and you have certain tasks that you can create. Or you can see add deliverable or start with AI. You can do all those things. This is more like I would say more like a Jira or a Kanban board. What tasks you have and all those details you can fill in here. So you go into the assistant. This is like your regular AI that you can ask. This is specifically useful when you have a brand kit. So if you have a particular company with different brands, then each one has its own brand kit. Then you can ask specific questions or a particular questions that you can generate content that was specifically with that brand tone, whatever is relevant to that particular brand. That's how it's going to generate it for you. So moving into the brand kits, I don't have one. You can create once you have a premium version. Right now, it won't allow me to do it. So once you hit into the admin, these are the client credentials that I was talking through. Keep in mind, once you create a client credentials, it will not show up here after that. So be ensure that you'll be able to copy that key before the pop-up goes away. Because you can see I already have credentials created, but that's not visible here. You can do it again. Okay. I believe that's all I have for today. This is a quick demo. I know it's pretty short, but that's all we have with Stream. The future for Stream, a lot more things. Okay, where is the screen? Stop sharing. So there is a lot more things coming in the pipeline. If you're interested, they'll be announcing a lot more stuff in the Sitecore symposium if anybody is joining there. So time for Q&A. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Balaji, maybe I have a question. Like, uh, basically, I wanted to know what is exactly the brand kits. Okay, how it is useful for maybe the applications. Maybe because I haven't tried with that. So, if you provide some information, how the brand kits actually providing the values or giving the values to the applications.
Okay, let me take an example of Coca-Cola or Pepsi. So if you take that as a company, as a top level company, it's just one company, but they do have different brands in that aspect. Like they have Sprite or different drinks that they have. Each one has its own colors, a text that they want to say. So those kind of information with all their theme colors, what they would use, what is a brand tone, they put together as a document. Basically, the brand kit is nothing but like a PDF document with all your brand details. So you're going to say, hey, my title is 7-Up, and that's going to have, this is the brand statement. This is how it's going to be. So each of those information is fed. So if somebody is coming from that particular group and asking that, okay, we are going to create a campaign for this summer for 7-Up, how would I do that? So they choose the 7-Up brand kit, and then they're going to ask questions around it. So any content it's going to give, it's going to be aligned with the brand guidelines. Whatever brand guidelines or messaging that they have, it will automatically restrict itself and then kind of align it to that. So if you take bigger companies like Nestle, it's like one brand, but they do have hundreds of brands below them. So they can't have like one single messaging for everything. So if you take one of the Nestle products for a milk powder or something, then it's a different brand. And if you go for Horlicks or something else, it's a different branding. So each brand, they will have different colors, different messaging, what they want to convey to their consumers. That's the whole idea of brand kit. And
Oh.
behind the scenes, if you notice, if you're aware of OpenAI, when you have created a particular project, then you can feed in and say, hey, this is my document. You need to stick within this guidelines. Don't go just on the web and find things. So it's pretty much like that.
Understand. Okay.
But that's a premium tier that you have. So most of these bigger enterprise clients would do it. But one good welcoming factor is they have a free tier that everybody can use it today, not going through the difficult licensing process.
Hmm.
So that gives you to get the taste of it. Like if you really like it, then you can take it to the next level.
Understand. Does anyone having any questions? You can shoot a question to Balaji.
Yeah, I do have a question. Bala, so we mentioned about a brand aware AI, which comes with the premium tier.
Mhm.
So from a data grounding perspective, how does that look? Like, do they give a path for us to make our data grounded with a specific brand, or how does that happen?
It will be grounded to the information that you're providing. The brand kit is nothing but if behind the scenes in OpenAI, you can upload certain information and say like stick to this particular guideline. It is pretty close to that. And also I had on the similar stance, I had a question. Okay, you're giving me a free tier. Is it going to be shared between different clients? The answer from Sitecore was very clear. They're saying like, no, it is not. And it has been client specific guardrails that they have in place. So it's not going to be one single OpenAI instance that you are putting all your client information that's being used for training, and then another client puts in some other information. So it's all not like it's all segregated and then streamlined with guardrails of, it doesn't mix up with other clients' data. If that
So we
answered your
don't
question.
we don't have to explicitly do anything to take care of the grounding, and Sitecore going to take that responsibility.
Yeah, they are going to take that responsibility specifically on the grounding aspect. Yes, they're going to take that responsibility, and most of the brand alignment all will happen with the brand kit. So for the grounding, yes, it's on Sitecore. We don't have much control over it.
Okay.
And behind the scenes, it's OpenAI 4.1, I believe.
Good. No, thank you. And in the demo, we've seen things like content assistant and what is that, translation assistant. Are those things customizable or extendable like we usually do like we used to do at least with Speak, in the past?
No, they are not. Whatever
No.
has come with the product behind the scenes, if you notice, let me see if I have it pulled up. They do have API endpoints. That's what they internally use.
Okay.
Let me share my screen.
Hmm.
Let me share my screen. Okay, you able to see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you go into the AI Sitecore AI client config, this is the one I was making some updates. In my case, it's a weird one. So let me show you. Typically, it should be like this. You see the region name, and all
Yep.
these are the endpoints. You can see there is an extraction. They have the website base, A/B testing. A lot of other things are also in the pipeline. So in my case, the problem was specifically the region tenant is in Europe for some reason, but my login is in US, so I have to force it. That's how it started working, and the translation wasn't working because of the same issue. That's a me problem. It's not be normal. But most of the thing, Abhi, to answer your question, most of the things they're using these web services, so it should support that. And I don't see an option to customize. But if you are doing directly yourself, like a regular package or a plugin that you want to build, you can do things. But as
Gotcha.
a stream product extendable, I would say no at the moment.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions?
Any other questions? I think no, Balaji. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Balaji. Thank you for the wonderful session. It is short and crisp. So yeah, even the people don't know about the Sitecore stream. Okay, they can start definitely with this. Thank you so much for the session, Balaji, and thank you for the people to join as well. So thanks for joining, and and also have a nice rest of the day. Yeah. So I
Thank you
will,
for the opportunity, Siraj. Thanks everyone for joining us.
yes. Thank you, Balaji. And I will just stop the recording.